The park was still open after midnight, though no one ever used it anymore. The swings hung motionless, the trees stood like silent witnesses, and the old streetlights flickered as if unsure they should stay on. Lena walked there every night to clear her head, following the same gravel path that circled the empty playground. She told herself the chill she felt wasn't fear, just loneliness settling in. The first time she saw the girl, a small figure stood near the swings, back turned, dressed pale against the darkness. When Lena blinked, the girl was gone. The next night, she was there again, sitting on the swing, feet not quite touching the ground. The swing moved, but there was no wind. Soon, Lena began hearing footsteps behind her, slow and careful, matching her pace. When she stopped, they stopped too. Once, she whispered hello, and the air grew heavy, cold enough to sting her lungs. A child's voice answered softly, asking if Lena had seen her mother. Lena searched old news articles and learned the truth. Years ago, a little girl had vanished from the park during a summer festival. She was never found. That night, Lena returned and spoke aloud, telling the girl she was remembered, that someone still knew her story. The swings creaked gently, and the figure appeared one last time, smiling sadly before dissolving into mist. The park felt quieter after that, lighter somehow. But sometimes, when the lights flicker and the air turns cold, visitors swear they hear a child laughing softly, reminding the world she is still there, watching, waiting, and never truly alone.
The old apartment building was scheduled for demolition, which is why Daniel moved in so cheaply. Most units were already empty, their doors sealed with warning tape, their windows dark even at night. The landlord told him to ignore any noises, blaming the age of the building. Daniel believed him at first. On the first night, he heard someone pacing in the apartment above him. Slow steps back and forth, stopping every time he held his breath. When he went upstairs to complain, he found the door bricked shut, dust thick on the floor, as if no one had entered for years. After that, the footsteps moved closer. They echoed in his hallway, then inside his own apartment, circling his bed while he lay frozen beneath the covers. His phone lost signal every night at exactly 1:11 a.m., and the air grew icy, carrying the faint smell of wet concrete. One evening, Daniel found handwritten notes on his walls, scratched into the paint with something sharp. The words repeated over and over. "Don't forget me." He tried to scrub them away, but they reappeared by morning, deeper each time. Desperate, he searched public records and discovered the truth. Years ago, a tenant had been trapped inside the building during a renovation accident. The exits were sealed. His calls for help were ignored. He died alone, pacing the floors until his legs gave out. That night, the footsteps stopped. Daniel felt relief for the first time, until he noticed the silence was coming from inside his own chest. When he looked into the mirror, his reflection stood behind him, smiling weakly, whispering, "Now you know how it feels." The building was demolished weeks later. Workers reported hearing footsteps beneath the rubble, still pacing, still waiting.